Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy you're here today. Whether you're a longtime follower or just found this video, welcome. Grab a drink, sit back, and let's talk about something super important. Let me ask you, have you ever finished a job interview and thought, I wish I could have explained myself better? Or, I had the experience, but I just didn't know how to say it in English. If that's you, don't worry, you're not the only one. In fact, this is something I hear from so many English learners. But today, we're going to change that. Because in this video, I'll show you a few simple but powerful words that can help you talk about your experience clearly, naturally, and confidently. These are not boring words like responsible or motivated. No, these are words that help you tell your story and sound like the strong, capable person you truly are. One of these words, you probably already know it, but I'll show you how to use it in a way that makes the interviewer really listen. By the end of this video, you'll have a small but mighty toolkit of words you can use in your next interview, or even just to feel more confident when talking about yourself in English. Trust me, this will change the way you speak. Let's get into it. Power word number 1, responsible, responsibility. The word responsible is simple but powerful. When you use it in an interview, you're showing that you're someone who can be trusted to handle tasks independently and follow through to completion. It tells the employer that you don't need constant supervision. You take ownership, solve problems, and stay accountable. Being responsible isn't just about doing your part. It means you understand the importance of your role and the impact it has on the team or organization. You know how to manage time, meet deadlines, and deliver results, even when things get tough. The best way to use this word is with a strong example. Share a situation where you were trusted to lead, manage, or oversee something important. The more specific you are, the more your answer will stand out. Here's one example. At my previous job, I was responsible for checking and updating the daily inventory. I noticed that some items were often out of stock, which caused delays. So, I created a simple checklist system to track which items needed to be restocked sooner. After a few weeks, we saw fewer delivery delays and better organization in our stockroom. Another example, I was responsible for helping new employees get started in our office. I made a welcome guide with helpful tips and organized short meetings to answer their questions. New team members said they felt more supported, and our manager noticed they started contributing faster than before. Using responsible shows the interviewer that you don't just show up to do the job, you take pride in doing it well, and you understand the value of being someone others can count on. Power word number 2, collaborate, collaboration. Instead of calling yourself a team player, use collaborate. It's a stronger, more specific way to show that you worked with others to achieve a goal. Collaboration is about teamwork in action. sharing ideas, listening to others, and contributing to a shared outcome. Employers want to know you can work well with different people, especially across departments or teams. Here's one example. In my last job, I collaborated with the customer service and IT departments to improve how we handled support tickets. We met weekly, shared feedback, and designed a new tracking system. Within a month, response times dropped and customer satisfaction scores improved. Another example, I collaborated with 2 colleagues to create a short training video for our new software tool. We each handled a section, gave feedback on the final edit, and presented it to the whole company. It helped new users learn faster and reduce the number of help requests. Using Collaborate helps you highlight your communication skills and ability to work as part of a team to solve problems and get results. Power word number 3, initiative. Employers love people who take initiative, those who act without being asked. Taking initiative means you're proactive. You see what needs to be done and do it, instead of waiting for instructions. It's a great word to use when talking about how you solved a problem or made something better in your workplace. Example, I noticed that new team members were often unsure about how to request time off. So I took the initiative to create a short guide explaining the process with simple steps. I shared it with my manager, and we added it to our onboarding materials. It saved everyone time and reduced confusion. Another example, when I realized our social media posts weren't reaching many people, I took the initiative to learn more about timing and hashtags. I tested new strategies, and our engagement improved by over 30% in just a few weeks. Using initiative tells the interviewer that you're not just reactive, you're forward-thinking and motivated to improve things. Power word number 4, leadership. You don't need to have a formal management title to show leadership. Leadership is about stepping up when something needs to be done, helping others stay focused, and guiding a group toward a shared goal. It's also about being responsible for the outcome, good or bad, and learning from the process. Employers love hearing about leadership moments, big or small. Whether you led a team, organized a task, or mentored someone new, those experiences show you're ready to take on more responsibility. Example, when our team manager was on leave, I volunteered to lead our weekly meetings. I created the agendas, followed up on action items, and made sure everyone was on track. It helped the team stay organized, and our manager appreciated the support when they returned. Another example, I helped lead a small group project to improve how we shared updates between shifts. I listened to feedback from coworkers and worked with them to design a handover checklist. Everyone started using it, and communication improved right away. Using lead or leadership shows you're someone who doesn't wait to be told what to do. You step up, take charge, and make things better for the whole team. Power word number 5, resolved. The word resolved shows that you're not afraid of conflict or problems. You're someone who knows how to handle challenges calmly and professionally. Every workplace has moments of confusion, disagreement, or difficulty. Being able to resolve issues shows maturity, patience, and great communication skills. Employers want people who can fix things without creating more stress or drama. When you talk about how you resolved a situation, focus on what the problem was, how you approached it, and what happened afterward. Example: 2 coworkers disagreed about how to split up a shared task, and it was causing delays. I helped resolve the issue by bringing both of them together and suggesting we write out each step to make sure the work was balanced. After that, they worked better together and the project finished on time. Another example: we had a regular customer who was unhappy about a late delivery. I called them directly, listened to their concerns, and offered a small discount on their next order. They appreciated the gesture, and they've continued ordering from us since. Using resolve shows that you're a problem solver who stays calm under pressure and helps create a better work environment for everyone. Power word number 6, measurable. Measure. When you use the word measurable, you're showing that your work creates real, visible results. It's one thing to say, I helped improve something, but it's much stronger to say how much it improved. Numbers speak clearly, and employers love that. By giving measurable results, you show that you care about goals, progress, and performance. It helps the interviewer understand the actual impact of your efforts. Example: at my last job, I suggested a small change to the way we responded to customer emails. After we made the change, we saw a measurable 25% drop in response time, which made customers happier and reduced complaints. Another example: I helped my team organize our shared folders and created a system for naming and sorting files. The measurable result was a 40% decrease in time spent looking for documents during meetings. Using measurable helps you prove that you're not just busy, you're effective, and you know how to make a difference that others can see. Power word number 7, result, results. The word result shows what happened because of your actions. In an interview, it helps tie everything together. You didn't just complete a task, you made something better. Employers want to hear that your work leads to improvements, whether that's saving time, helping customers, or supporting your team. Example: I helped create a quick reference guide for our most common customer questions. The result was fewer calls to our help desk and happier customers who got answers faster. Another example: I organized our supply closet and labeled everything. The result was a much more efficient system. People could find what they needed quickly, and we stopped ordering things we already had. Talking about results shows that you think about the bigger picture and understand how your work helps the whole team succeed. Power word number 8, example. Sometimes the best way to prove your skills is to give a real story, an example. It makes your answers more interesting, easier to understand, and much more believable. Anyone can say, "I'm a good communicator," but giving an example shows how you communicate and why it matters. Examples help interviewers imagine you on the job. They give life to your words and show that you've used your skills in real situations. Example. An example of how I help teammates is when I noticed a coworker struggling with a new tool. I offered to show them how it works and even created a simple step-by-step guide they could use later. Another example, an example of my attention to detail is when I caught a small error in a report before it was sent to a client. Fixing it early helped us avoid confusion and showed the client we were careful and professional. Using example in your interview helps you tell stories that make your strengths real, memorable, and clear. Final thoughts. You're closer than you think. If you've made it to this point, take a moment to recognize what that means. You care about your future. You're not just hoping for success. You're actively preparing for it. That already puts you ahead of so many others. Job interviews in English can feel overwhelming. It's easy to doubt your grammar, your pronunciation, or whether you're using the right words. But here's what matters even more: your effort, your progress, and your willingness to try again and again. The truth is, interviewers aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for people who are thoughtful, clear, and genuine. They want to know who you are and how you can help their team, not whether your English is textbook perfect. So instead of chasing perfection, focus on authenticity, speak with honesty, tell real stories, use words that reflect what you've done and who you are becoming. That's what creates connection and builds confidence, yours and theirs. Here's what you can do next. 1. Choose one of the power words that truly feels like you. Write out a sentence or story using that word. Practice saying it out loud until it feels natural. 2. Think about an interview question that makes you nervous and write it in the comments. I'd love to create content to help you answer it clearly and confidently. 3. If you've already had an interview in English, share your story. What went well? What would you do differently next time? You never know who your story might inspire. If this video helped you feel even a little more confident, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more simple, friendly English lessons every week, and maybe share it with a friend who's preparing for their next big interview. And hey, before you go, remember this: you don't need perfect English to make a great impression. You just need to show up, speak from the heart, and keep trying. You're growing, you're learning, and you're doing better than you think. So keep going, keep believing, and I'll be right here cheering you on. You've got this. See you in the next video.